Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is our part 3 in the series of psychology. Previously we discussed meaning and etymology of psychology, importance of psychology in understanding behavior, psychology's role in learning and education. Now in today's video we will understand what is education psychology and its scope. So what is education psychology? Education psychology is a specialized branch of psychology that studies how children learn, how they develop mentally and emotionally, and how teaching methods can be improved. So, in simple words, education psychology means psychology applied to education. It connects your three things: mind, learning, and teaching. So we can take one example. If a student is losing interest in class, education psychology help us find the cause. Maybe teaching style, home environment, peer pressure, or learning difficulty can be the reason, and it help us in guiding or give remedy to the student. Then what is the importance of education psychology? The importance of education psychology help us understand learner behavior, improve classroom interaction, it make teaching scientific and child centered. It help us in solving behavioral and emotional issues, and it definitely enhance the academic performance of the student. Now let us move to the scope of education psychology. Education psychology basically covers everything that happens between learner, teacher, classroom, and environment. So let's learn each point clearly with the help of example. The learner. The learner is a center of education. Education psychology studies their age and development stage, intelligence, interest, aptitude, personality and emotions, learning difficulties. Adolescents need more emotion support and autonomy, understanding their development stage, avoid conflict and build a healthy teacher-student bond is important. Then what is the learning process? Learning process, how do children learn? Why do they forget? What motivates them? So education psychology answers all these questions. It explains the concepts like memory, attention, motivation, problem solving, reinforcement, transfer of learning. So it helps in improving the memory, revision after intervals. You can do it with the help of spaced repetition. You can repeat by giving gaps in the study, and you can repeat the content. Works better than cramming. For example, to improve memory, revision after intervals works better than cramming. So this is psychological principle. Next is learning situation. Education psychology studies how surrounding affect learning. This include sitting arrangement, classroom layout, light, noise, ventilation, teacher's attitude and interaction, peer behavior. So a well-lit classroom with group seating encourages discussion and increase student participation. Then method of teaching. Different topic require different teaching method. Just keep this in mind always. Sometimes teachers use same method for every topic, which is not right. There must be different methods for different topic. Education psychology basically guide which method is effective for which type of learner. There are multiple methods like demonstration, project method, collaborative learning, playway method, inquiry method, storytelling method. So play based method work best in pre-primary. You cannot use playway method in 11th or 12th classes or in higher education. So it give more effect on pre-primary student. So while discussion method suits secondary students who can think critically. So discussion method can be used for secondary students. Next is curriculum development. What to teach, when to teach, and how to sequence content all require psychological understanding. In the scope, we can add more points like evaluation and assessment. Assessment is not only about marks, it's about understanding progress. So here education psychology help us in assessing the or evaluating the student. And there can be one more point for the scope, that guidance and counseling, one of the most important area. So education psychology help teacher guide student differently. How she guide differently? By uh, guiding for their career, guiding them in the emotional adjustment of life, to face the different social challenges, how to build study habits, help in solving the different problems. So if a student is confused between science or arts, can be guided by aptitude test or counseling sessions. So students, these are some scope of education psychology. There can be more scope of educology. If any point is click in your mind, you can write in the chat box. So thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe if you are finding this series helpful. See you in the next class, that is part 4 of psychology series.